Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to another Entitled Parents, where a teacher tells her student to dump his girlfriend and go out with her daughter. That is the first story for today, so let's get right into it, shall we? This is a really short post, more of a report than a story. Moreover, this didn't happen to me, but my younger sister's boyfriend, marked BF. Other girls pinning after BF or asking my sister out of jealousy is nothing new. From what I understand, is considered a bit of a prize. They're thinking a lot, Bertie. But this takes a effing cake, ladies and gentlemen. There's a teacher at our school, I don't generally know whom, so I just call her E.T. E.T. from home. Who's repeatedly urged BF, boyfriend I expect, a 9th grade student to break up with his girlfriend, my sister, and go out with entitled teacher's daughter. Another student on top of this being pretty effed up in its own right. E.T.'s been keeping in touch primarily on Snapchat. Of course he answers no every time, but she's apparently pretty headstrong. This is clearly grounds for serious reprimand if entitled teacher gets reported, so there's hope. But it just craps me off to no end that even an adult and a teacher, no less, can be as petty as any other envious high school girl. Wow. So I wonder what is this then? Does the teacher actually have a crush on the student and wants him around with her daughter so he can be around her? Maybe? I don't know. It is a really creepy though, that a teacher wants the daughter to go out with him. Anyway, let's get on to the next story. This one's called Entitled Mom Gets Mad After My Dad Tells Her to Get Off Our Property. In my town, I live out in the orchards and there's a lot of U-picks and crops near me, one of them being right next to my house, and once it's around May, June, people from everywhere come to pick fruit. We always have to put out no parking signs and caution tape so that people don't park on our property. Because it's happened before, we only have a small entrance for field workers that take care of the crops. Since we're renting that part of the property to a farmer that my parents are friends with, some of the U-pick customers are nice and understanding whenever one of my siblings or I tell them about our property was private. But others are rude and yell at us. But this story in particular stood out to me and happened last summer. So my dad and I had to go to the store to grab some things for a barbecue, and it almost took 20 minutes to get through because people were clogging up the road. But as my dad kept driving, we noticed a minivan, parked right over our property. Then a lady with a box of strawberries started walking over to the car. She had the "Can I speak to your manager" haircut. How many times is it that, you read these stories and it's just the same thing? "Can I speak to your manager" haircut? Every time. And a crapped off look, so I already knew this was going to be fun. My dad decided to call her out and let her know she's parked on private property. He yells entitled lady to his dad. "Excuse me, ma'am." "Are you talking to me?" "Yes, I am. I'm just letting you know that you are parked on private property and I have to ask you to please leave." "This isn't private property. Who are you to tell me where I can park?" "It's private property and I want you to leave." "Oh, lighten up, will you? There's no other parking spaces." "I'm sorry to hear that, but you aren't supposed to be parked there. Did you not notice the no parking signs and caution tape?" "Oh, just lighten up, will you? I've already talked to the owner of this property and he said it was perfectly fine to park here." "Really? You talked to the owner? Who is he?" "The U-pick man, he's the owner, and I talked to him, he said it was fine." Points towards the U-pick. "That's funny, because I'm the owner and I've never met you until now, since you parked on my property. Now, would you please leave or I will call the sheriff since you're trespassing." "Oh, lighten up, sir. I'm just going to leave anyway. Just lighten up, I'm leaving." "Good, I don't want you there." She scoffs and got into her car and finally were able to get through and leave the area. My dad and I laughed it off on the way to the store. Well, yeah. I think the funny thing about this to me is the "Can I speak to your manager" haircut. Well, I've read a few of these before. Somebody parking on private property, think they're so entitled to do that. Oh, sir, don't worry, I'm only leaving. It doesn't matter, I'm on your property. Anyway, let's get into the next one, shall we? So, Karen says I stole her dog, then slaps me. I think I've read these stories before as well, where an entitled parent think they're so entitled that they should steal the neighbour's or kid's dog. Anyway, let's have a read of it, see what they say. So I have this neighbour who was the biggest Karen I've ever met. She would scream at me in the middle of the night because she wanted to use my driveway as a U-turn and my car was blocking it. Wow, really entitled. She would dump trash on people's lawns when she didn't get what she wanted, and one day she tried to get me to give her some of my car, but that's for another day. Okay, here are the cast. Entitled Mother Karen, EK is entitled Kid, GC is Good Cop, me, Dog, and GN is Good Neighbour. So on a warm Sunday afternoon, I decided to take my dog for a quick walk. We go on our usual path and returning home when entitled Kid was in his front yard playing, not supervised by the way. Well, how old does a kid have to be? Oh, I guess might find out later on. Nice dog, can I pet it? Me trying to be nice. Sure, entitled Kid, you can pet it. Can I have him? That's right, entitled Kid literally asked if he could have my dog. I'm sorry, but he's my dog, and I really don't want to give him away. That's when EX starts screaming, Mama, as loud as he could. His mama comes running out. What's wrong, EK? He won't give me his dog. What is wrong with you? How can you be so heartless and selfish not to give a little boy a dog? I'm sorry, but I really wouldn't be comfortable giving someone my dog, especially someone I don't know. Does that really matter? My son said he wanted that dog, so you better give him the dog right now. Look, lady, you better come. Did I tell you to do something? You had better give him that dog now or else. Yes, she actually said or else, like some kind of villain. I noticed another trend with that. It seems a lot of entitled parents actually do that as well. Not wanting anything else to do with it, I brushed it off and went inside. About an hour later, someone is knocking at my door. I checked out and there's a police officer with a smoking can right behind them. Sir, did you take this lady's dog? Excuse me, what? I didn't take anyone's dog. That is my dog. Can you step outside for a moment so we can figure this all out? I complied and stepped outside with my dog. So it turns out she said I'd snatched her dog from her hands and hid him inside my house. I'm sorry, officer, this is my dog. I've had him for 4 years. Is there any way you can prove it? What Karen had not counted on was there was other people in the neighbourhood who knew me and knew I had a dog. I walked over to Good Neighbour's house and knocked on the door. He told Good Cop that he was my dog, not Karen's. Karen was not pleased. She then told Good Neighbour that I had bribed Good Cop that I had bribed Good Neighbour. The cop wasn't having any of it. After Good Cop sided with me, she slapped me across the face. So finally, Good Cop arrested her for assault and I finally go home. Also sorry, this is a poorly made as I'm on mobile. It seems a lot of people do ride out on the mobile. Oh, if you don't give me your dog, I'm going to call the police and I'm going to slap you for it. Well, stupid woman. Seems you're the one that got arrested. Not a bad story. Tell me what you think about it, guys. Anyway, that's all the time I've got for now. If you enjoyed today's video, then please do leave a like. Don't forget to comment, and also don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future. But until then, bye bye.